Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about the electronic theory of valency. This is the approach of Corshell-Lewis. Corshell-Lewis approach for the electronic theory of valency. According to Corshell-Lewis, each atom has valency depend upon the number of electrons present in outermost shell. Depend upon the number of electron present in outermost shell. Or orbit. Second, element which has noble electronic configuration, noble electronic configuration are stable and stable, that is 8 electron in outermost shell. Outermost shell contain 8 electron except lithium, which form 2 electron stable if atom having electron less than 8, they try to attain the 8 electron. There are 2 ways to form 8 electron. Atom having less than 8 electron are reactive and react to form to complete their octet. Two ways to complete octet. First, by transfer of electron. Second, by sharing of electron. Transfer contains losing or gaining of electron. There are 2 ways by which an atom can complete their octet. There are 2 ways of sharing of electron. Equal sharing means, suppose one atom chlorine and other chlorine, 1 electron from this chlorine, 1 electron from this chlorine, and form covalent bond. Then this is known as equal sharing. But in case of ammonium and NH3. Ammonia, 2 lone pair electron present on nitrogen atom and donate to H plus. Therefore, only one donor atom joined to nitrogen and hydrogen. Donor atom given by single atom, donor electron given by nitrogen and hydrogen. Hi students, we are going to discuss about the chemical bonding. What happened? Suppose any atom have their electronic configuration and the number of electrons present in outermost shell is known as valency electron. Suppose we take chlorine, atomic number 17, electronic configuration 287. Thus, valency electron equal to 7, but valency equal to 8 minus 7 equal to 1. It means number of electrons lose or gain just to complete octet is known as valency of that particular atom. Similarly, if we take sodium having atomic number 11, electronic configuration 281, thus valency electron equal to 1. In this case, only one electron present in outermost shell. Thus, only one electron lose. After that, atom gain of 8 electron in their outermost shell. Then, valency equal to 1. Chemical bond formed by two basic regions. First, to complete octet. Second, to increase stability. As a concept, stability is inversely proportional to energy. Therefore, lesser the energy, greater will be its stability. It means bond formation is a exothermic process. Means exothermic process are those in which heat release in atmosphere. Heat release in atmosphere, then this is known as exothermic process. Types of chemical bond. Chemical bonds are classified into three groups. First, ionic bond. Ionic bond are those bonds which form by combination of ions. For example, sodium positive and chlorine negative form a electrostatic force of attraction between sodium positive and chlorine negative. This electrostatic force of attraction force of attraction is known as electrovalent bond. This force is responsible to hold two oppositely charged together. Two oppositely charged particles hold together by a force known as electrostatic force. This cation form due to transfer of electron. Sodium loses one electron and form sodium positive. Similarly, chlorine accept one electron, form Cl negative. These cation and anion combine to each other by electrostatic force of attraction. This is known as ionic bond. Since electrostatic force of attraction is very strong, therefore they have particular specific geometry. They are hard in compounds. Covalent bond form due to sharing of electron. You can say equal sharing of electron. But coordinate bond form due to unequal sharing of electron. Further, covalent bond divided into two parts, polar and non-polar. When two atoms join together having different electronegativity, you can say different atoms with different electronegativity for example, H2O, there is difference between oxygen and hydrogen electronegativity. Non-polar, same atom are similar in electronegativity. Similar in electronegativity. For example, CCl4 Cl2 means two chlorine molecules join to each other with same electronegativity. In this case, sum of dipole is 0. Mu equal to 0 means dipole 0 due to vector sum of dipole. Properties of ionic compounds. You know that ionic compound formed by the electrostatic force of attraction, therefore very strong force of attraction arises between two opposite ions. Therefore, ionic molecules, ionic compounds are crystalline solid, means regular arrangement in three-dimensional space. Regular arrangement in three-dimensional space. Compounds are hard and brittle. Compounds are hard, very hard and brittle, can be broken into pieces. After hammering, any compound break into pieces, cannot be changed into sheet. For example, suppose NaCl beaten, then NaCl break into pieces without changing to sheet. High melting and boiling point. Due to strong force of attraction, ionic compounds have high melting and boiling points. Ionic compound dissolve in water due to polarity in water, but less soluble in non-polar, or you can say non-soluble in non-polar. Ionic compounds have capacity to conduct electricity in aqueous and molten state. Ionic compound have capacity to conduct electricity only when they get dissociated into their ions, and ionization occur only in aqueous state or in molten state. Molten state means ionization occur without water. This is known as molten state. With water, known as aqueous state. Condition for formation of ionic compounds. Ionic compound can be formed in a particular condition. First condition, a metal have low ionization potential. Second, a non-metal have high electron gain enthalpy. Third, compounds have high lattice energy. Lattice energy also known as network energy. Network energy. Suppose a net-like structure formed here and all the components joined by a net-like structure, then force between them is known as lattice energy. Born-Haber cycle explains the formation of any ionic compounds. According to Hess law, any change occur in one step or more than one step, total change in enthalpy remains constant. Means, suppose sodium solid and chlorine gaseous state directly change into NaCl. This is enthalpy of formation. This is enthalpy change is known as enthalpy of formation. But second process, there are so many steps. In this step, sodium solid state change into sodium gaseous, sodium, that is ionization. After ionization, sodium solid change into gaseous, that is sublimation. Gaseous change into gaseous sodium change into ionic, that is ionization. And chlorine change into chlorine atomic, molecular form to atomic form. Molecular form to atomic form. Energy required is known as dissociation. Atomic form change into ionic form. This is known as electron affinity, or you can say electron gain enthalpy. When sodium and chloride ion attract to each other by electrostatic force of attraction, this is known as lattice energy, and formation of NaCl takes place. This process is known as Born-Haber cycle. In this case, enthalpy of formation equal to sum of all the energy in second step. Second process, that is sublimation, ionization, dissociation, electron affinity, and lattice energy. So, Born-Haber cycle explains the formation of ionic compounds. Write down. Now, covalent bond. This bond is the Lewis-Langmuir concept. Lewis-Langmuir gave the covalent bond. And according to covalent bond, two atoms of same or different element, two atoms of same or different elements combined by mutual sharing of electron and bond form is known as covalent bond. Covalent bond. And compound having covalent bond are known as covalent compound. For example, formation of hydrogen molecule. हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल कैसे बनेगा? हाइड्रोजन है one electron in their outermost shell. Next, hydrogen combined form hydrogen molecule, and these electrons placed at the center between these two atoms. bonded electron placed between the center of two atoms. You cannot write like this. This is wrong method. This can be represented also a dotted line. This dotted line is known as dot structure or line structure. Line structure. And this structure is known as Lewis because electron represent in this structure. Therefore, this is known as electronic or Lewis structure. Formation of water molecule. Water molecule contains molecular formula H2O. One hydrogen have electronic configuration oxygen has 6 electrons in their outermost shell. So represented by a cross like this. Another hydrogen atom, when these atom combines, one cross and one dot. In between two atoms. At the center, these electrons represented at the nucleus approach equally. Both nucleus of hydrogen and oxygen approach equally. Like this. This hydrogen acquired 2 electrons. Therefore, just like lithium, helium, they are occupied 2 electrons in outermost shell, whereas oxygen contains 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8 electrons in outermost shell. You can write this in line structure. This is line structure and this is Lewis structure. Formation of O2 molecule. Oxygen has 6 electrons. There is requirement of 2 electrons to complete their octet. Therefore, both oxygen shared by 2 electrons and form O2 molecule like this. Or you can write two bonds between oxygen. One of them is sigma and other will be pi bond. Sigma bond, and this will be pi bond. Next, formation of nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen has 5 electrons in outermost shell and require 3 electrons to complete their octet. Therefore, you can write nitrogen like this. Another nitrogen, they combine and complete their octet. Eight electron present in both nitrogen atom, or you can write triple dash between two nitrogen atom. In this case, only one sigma bond and other two pi bond. This is known as triple bond. This is known as double bond. These collectively known as multiple bond. Double and triple are known as multiple bond. Characteristic of covalent bond. There are certain properties of covalent bonded compounds. Physical state. Generally, all the covalent compounds exist in gaseous state due to van der Waals force. Some compounds present in liquid state but low boiling point. Boiling point very low, and some exist in solid state which is soft and low melting point. Few exceptions. Melting points of and boiling points is low due to weak force of attraction between molecules. Weak force of attraction between molecules causes low melting points of covalent compounds. Crystal structure. There are 3 types of crystal structure in covalent compounds. Type first. Suppose atom A joined with atom A, and this is the repeating unit, another unit A and A. This is unit and unit contains two bonds joined with single covalent bond, and force between them is weak force. Weak force. Then this is known as type first structure. Type second, for example, graphite. What happened in graphite? A thin sheet graphite arranged in such a way that two atoms joined by a single sigma bond and form a layer. This form a layer and other layer. These layers are joined by a pi bond. Therefore, this is type second structure of covalent compounds. Next, type third, diamond. Diamond have all the four valency of carbon satisfied by carbon, like this, and other all sigma bond, all bond are sigma bond. Therefore, diamond is very hard. Electrical conductivity. Covalent compounds are very bad conductor of electricity, but compound having polarity. For example, if you take HCl, there is difference in electronegativity. Therefore, all the electrons move towards the chlorine atom, and difference in charge occur. Therefore, this type structure form electrical conductivity. This type of structure show electrical conductivity. Solubility, as you know, like dissolve like polar substance dissolve in polar, non-polar dissolve in non-polar. Therefore, covalent compounds dissolve in benzene, but not in water. Isomerism. Since covalent bonds are directional, they have a specific direction. Therefore, covalent compounds show isomerism due to directional property. Molecular reaction means breaking of old bond and formation of new bond takes place without formation of ionic species. Therefore, covalent bonded compounds can show molecular reactions. Coordinate bond or dative bond. If only one atom give electron pair for covalent bond, then this is known as coordinate bond. Then this bond is known as coordinate bond. In this case, on equal distribution, of electron between two atoms. Therefore, partial charge arises one atom is donor which donate electron known as Lewis base. Atom which accept electron pair are known as acceptor atom or Lewis acid. Coordinate bond or directive bond represented by arrow which directed from donor to acceptor atom. Formation of ammonia and boron fluoride, boron trifluoride compound. Ammonia molecule है this type of arrangement. One lone pair electron present on the nitrogen atom, but boron trifluoride BF3 like this. Boron है 3 electron in outermost shell and 3 electron from 3 fluoride ions, fluoride atom. Therefore, a compound like this in which electron pair donate from nitrogen to boron, In this case, atom A having complete octet, that is 8 electrons present in the outermost shell. Similar to ammonia. Ammonia have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. That is 2 electrons here, 2 electrons here, 2 electrons here. Total 8 electrons. Like this. Suppose atom A have complete their octet and atom B have incomplete octet, that is 2 electrons less than the octet. What happened? They combine and form a bond between A and B, where both electrons for the sharing come from single atom, that is atom A. This sharing electron come from atom A, or you can say only one atom shared their electron pair, then this is known as coordinate bond. You can also represent this like A gives 2 electrons to atom B to form a coordinate bond or dative bond. This is known as coordinate bond. So you can explain with the help of arrow, and arrow represent from donor atom to acceptor atom. Properties of covalent or dative bond. Physically, covalent or dative bond compounds exist in solid, liquid and gas. Compound exists in all the three physical states, that is solid, liquid and gas. Melting point of coordinate bond is greater than the pure covalent, but less than the pure ionic bond compound. Ionic bonded compounds melting point in between the covalent and ionic bond. Means melting and boiling point of compound having dative bond or covalent bond are in between the covalent and ionic bond. Solubility. As you know, coordinate or dative bond coordinate bond is just like covalent bond, but difference is this, that only one atom participate their electron pair for their sharing. So solubility is less in polar but soluble in non-polar solvent. Non-polar solvent As a concept, like dissolve like dissolves like, means same types of solvent dissolve in same types of solute, dissolve in same types of solute, dissolve in same type of solvent. This is known as like dissolve like. Next, structure. Since coordinate bond is directional, coordinate bond is directional, therefore they form definite geometry due to directional property, and they arrange in a definite axis. This is known as directional property of coordinate. Isomery. Since coordinate bond is directional, then compound having coordinate bond, so isomerism. Due to directional property of dative bond. Conductivity, or you can say electrical conductivity. Electrical conductivity since coordinate bond do not dissociate into their ends, therefore bad conductor of electricity, bad conductor of electricity molecular reaction. Coordinate compounds show molecular reaction, means breaking of old bond and formation of new bond takes place in coordinate compounds. So molecular reaction shown by dative bonded compounds. अब यहां देख रहे हैं जितने भी कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड की प्रॉपर्टी है सिमिलर टू कोवलेंट बॉन्ड, little bit change due to unequal sharing of electron, means shared pair electron which participate in sharing comes from only one atom, therefore this is known as coordinate or dative bond. Now we are going to explain the writing of structure of compounds. Suppose H2SO4 molecules. How to write structure? Structure of H2SO4. First, you have to find out number of bond between different atom of sulfuric acid molecule. First, find the number of bond. Find the number of bond involved. कितने बॉन्ड इसमें इन्वॉल्व है, सबसे पहले ये पता करना है. कैसे पता करेंगे? इसके लिए सबसे पहले जितने एटम इसमें, उसमें से डिसाइड करिए सेंट्रल एटम. सेंट्रल एटम. सेंट्रल एटम कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे? देयर आर टू प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ सेंट्रल एटम. फर्स्ट, स्मॉलेस्ट इन नंबर. सेकेंड, लार्जेस्ट इन साइज. इन दो प्रॉपर्टी को देखिए. स्मॉलेस्ट इन नंबर, हाइड्रोजन कितना इसमें? 2, ऑक्सीजन 4 एंड सल्फर है 1. इट मीन्स नंबर के बेस पर सल्फर हुआ. और लार्जेस्ट इन साइज, साइज देखने के लिए हमको पीरियोडिक टेबल की जरूरत होगी. पीरियोडिक टेबल में पोजीशन कहाँ है, उसके बेस पर हम साइज देख सकते हैं. और साइज सल्फर की लार्जेस्ट होगी. अब क्वेश्चन है, जो सेंट्रल एटम है वो क्या है? वो आपको मिल गया. सेंट्रल एटम किसमें मिल गया? इसमें यह है सल्फर. देन राइट ईच एटम, सपोज सल्फर, ऑक्सीजन एंड हाइड्रोजन. अवेलेबल इलेक्ट्रॉन, ए स्टैंड फॉर अवेलेबल इलेक्ट्रॉन. सल्फर के पास कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे? 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन इन आउटमोस्ट शेल. एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ एटम 1. Oxygen, how many number of electron in outermost shell? 6 into total atom 4. Hydrogen, 1 into total atom 2. That is 6 plus 24 plus 2 equal to 32. Noble gas and stand for noble electronic configuration. Noble electronic configuration. नोबल मीन्स कुछ एटम ऐसे हैं जिनके पास 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन से 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन से उसके ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट होते हैं. कुछ एटम ऐसे हैं जिनके 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन से डुप्लेट से ही उनके ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट होते हैं, और कुछ के ऑक्टेट से. तो यहाँ पर सल्फर और ऑक्सीजन 2 ऐसे एटम हैं जो ऑक्टेट 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑक्युपाइड करके बनाते हैं, जबकि हाइड्रोजन डुप्लेट कंप्लीट करके ही अपना ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट कर लेता है. इसलिए इसमें इसको कितने चाहिए? नोबल के लिए 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए. 8 इंटू नंबर ऑफ एटम 1 प्लस ऑक्सीजन ऑक्सीजन 8 इंटू नंबर ऑफ एटम 4 प्लस हाइड्रोजन हाइड्रोजन occupied duplet to complete to become more stable like helium. हीलियम की तरह से हाइड्रोजन अपने आप को स्टेबल बनाने के लिए 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन की जरूरत रखता है. तो इसमें 2 इंटू नंबर ऑफ एटम 2. That is 8 plus 32 plus 4. 44. That is 44. This is the available and noble gas. Now we are going to calculate the number of bonds involved in sulfuric acid. Number of bonds equal to N minus A noble gas, noble electronic configuration minus available electron upon 2. That is 44 minus 32 by 2 equal to 12 by 2 equal to 6. This indicates that 6 bonds present in sulfuric acid. 6 bonds present in sulfuric acid. Now we are going to draw the structure of sulfuric acid. First, we write the central atom. As you decide, central atom in this compound is sulfur. So write sulfur and number of electrons available on sulfur atom in outermost shell, that is 6 electron. Right here 6 electron. After that, if more than one atom present in the molecule, then atom arrange in descending order of their atomic side. Descending order of their atomic size. अब यहां पे ये देखना है कि सल्फर के बाद उससे छोटा ऑक्सीजन है या उससे छोटा हाइड्रोजन है. तो सल्फर के बाद क्या है? ऑक्सीजन. तो हमें ऑक्सीजन को रखना है. यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन 4 है, तो यहाँ पे हमने 4 ऑक्सीजन रखना है. आफ्टर दैट हाइड्रोजन, 1 हाइड्रोजन here, 1 hydrogen here. Hydrogen have 1 electron represented by dotted and oxygen by circle. Electrons of oxygen by circle, electron of sulfur by cross. Each atom have different notation of their respective electrons just to identify which electrons come from which atom. So you can write like this. One atom of hydrogen joined with oxygen, and there they required 2 electrons. Oxygen share 1 electron here, 1 electron here, and total electron will be 8. So oxygen complete their octet. Similarly, hydrogen complete their octet from oxygen, and oxygen from 1 electron sulfur and 1 electron from hydrogen. Now all the valencies are satisfied. So how can you find bond between the oxygen and sulfur? This is the coordinate bond. This is coordinate bond, and you know that the coordinate bond form when electron pair comes from one atom like this. and this oxygen also form coordinate bond. Six electron of oxygen, 1 and 2 electrons from sulfur. Sulfur acquired their octet like this. This is the structure of sulfuric acid, and this structure is known as Lewis structure. Whenever you represent the electrons in the molecules, this structure is known as Lewis structure. This structure can also be written in the form of bond line structure like this. This is known as bond line structure. In which line represent the bond between two atoms. Similarly, you can draw different types of structure with the help of these concepts.